Question number 5. In a certain school, the principal gave analysis of the qualified subject teachers in the school as follows. There are 10 English teachers, 8 mathematics teachers, 4 physics teachers, 6 French teachers, and 12 biology teachers. A. We are asked to draw a pie chart to illustrate this information. Then the second question here reads, if 2 teachers are to represent the school in a workshop, what is the probability that both will come from either physics or biology? All right, a pie chart is nothing but a sectorial representation of data. Therefore, we have to compute for those angles respectively. Let's get started. We have the subject, then number of teachers. We are going to add all of them together. We have 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 12. All of this will give us 40. You can compute that. This is 40. Then the last thing, angle of a sector. How can we compute for these angles of sectors? The first one here, we are going to take 10 out of 40. Then we multiply by 360. Remember that in a cycle, the sum of all angles in a cycle is what? 360, or at a point. So I think we don't have much space here, so I will compute that directly. Or you can do that elsewhere. You can say 10 divided by 40 multiplied by 360 degrees. Whatever you obtain, you should write it here. So 10 divided by 40 is equal to 0.25. You multiply by 360, that will give us 90. So this represents 90 degrees. Then you take the second one, which is 8. 8 divided by 40 multiplied by 360. That will give us 72 directly. This is 72 degrees. We do for this one. We take 4, we divide by 40, we multiply by 360. That will give us 36 degrees. We take 6, divide by 40, multiply by 360. That will give us 54 degrees. And lastly, we take 12, we divide by 40, we multiply by 360. That will give us 108 degrees. And if you want to confirm these angles, you can add all of them together. You must get 360 degrees. Let's do that. 90 plus 72 plus 36 plus 54 plus 108. That is exactly 360 degrees. The next thing to do is to represent all of these subjects in a sector. And how can we do that? First of all, you have to draw a cycle with a center. Then you start with English, which is 90 degrees. So something like this. This is 90 degrees. You write English here. Then you move to the second one, which is 72 degrees. Something like this. I'm going to show you the real working, but this is just an estimation. 72 degrees, you write 72 degrees here, which represent what? Mathematics. So this is math. Then we have 36 degrees, which represent physics. Something like this. 36 degrees, physics. Then we have 54 degrees, which represent French. This is just an estimation. I will show you the real working. This is 54 degrees for French. And lastly, whatever will be left will be 108 for what? Biology. But let me show you how to do that using compass. Just bring out your compass. Draw a convenient cycle, any cycle of your choice. After you have done that, use ruler, connect the center to any part of the circumference. So this is the center to any part of the circumference. This is that. So the first angle we need to construct is that of what? English, which is represented by 90 degrees. Use your protractor. This is my protractor. Measure 90 degrees. You can see this is where we have 90 degrees. Then you write what? English. This is English. And you should know that this is 90 degrees. Then bring back the protractor again. Place it here. We're going to construct the second angle, which is what? 72 degrees. You should measure 72 degrees. 72 degrees. This is 72 degrees. You can see that. This is mathematics, 72 degrees. Then the third one is physics, which is represented by 36 degrees. 36. This is 36 degrees. This is physics. Then second to the last is 54 degrees. This is 54 degrees for French. Then lastly, this angle must be 108 degrees for what? Biology. And hence we have just answered the A part. We have represented the information on a pie chart. Then we have the B part. First of all, we need to know the number of teachers in this category. Remember, we're talking about physics and biology. For physics, we have how many teachers? We have 4 of them. For biology, we have 12 of them. So let me write them here. So you can see that we have 4 physics teachers and 12 biology teachers. I told you I'm going to show you 2 different ways. And we only want to find the probability of what? Picking 2. And one should be from biology and the other one should be from physics. So you should know that probability P is equal to what? Number of favorable outcome divided by what? Total number of outcomes. So to find the number of favorable outcomes, I'm going to use combination. That is my first method. So the first method, number of ways to choose 2 teachers from physics or biology will be what? So let me even write it here. Number is what? 4 combination 2 plus 12 combination 2. All right. This is for what? Physics, and this is for biology. You know that O stands for addition. All right. And the total outcome would be what? You know, we have 40 teachers, so it would be 40 combination 2. So to find this probability P, it will be equal to 4 combination 2 plus 12 combination 2 divided by 40 combination 2. So let me use my calculator. What is 4 combination 2? 4 combination 2 is equal to 6 plus 12 combination 2 from my calculator is 66 divided by 40 combination 2 is 780. And 66 plus 6 will give us 72. So this is 72 divided by 780. And we can reduce this one to the lowest term as what? Because we know that 12 can divide 72 how many times? 6 times. And 12 can divide 780 in 65 places. And hence, this is said to be the probability. And now let me show you the second way, the other way to do that. So the probability P will be the probability of physics plus probability of biology. But you know that in each case we are going to pick 2 teachers. So from physics, remember there are how many in number? There are 4. So if you should pick from 4, it will be 4 out of 40 because we have 40 number of teachers. Then multiplied by, now the second selection, remember you have taken 1 already. So from physics, we have 3 left. And from total, we have 39 left, right? Then plus, coming to the biology, you know there are 12 a number, 12 out of 40. Then multiply by 11 out of 39. 4 times 3 is 12. Divide by 40 multiplied by 39. This will give us 1,560. Then plus 12 times 11 will give us 132. Divide by 40 times 39 is 1,560. We are going to add the numerators because we have common denominators. This will give us 144. Divide by 1,560. And this still to the lowest term will give us 6 divided by 65. And this is said to be the probability. So this is all about this question number 5. Now let us move on to question number 6.